Yes, what would you recommend?
For pity's sake, he'll have the pâté and the steak.
There is no pâté, and I looked in vain for steak.
Foie gras and sirloin coming up. How would you like your steak, sir?
Rare, bloody. He's a savage.
Rare would be good, not quite bloody. Grr.
Very good, sir. Madam?
Salad, toast, Dom Perignon, 1 glass, not fluted. A pint of Tetleys for my companion.
Madam.
They don't serve Tetleys, I looked.
There's a pub 2 blocks away, 38 floors by lift, then a brisk stroll for the kitchen porter. No real hardship for a young lad.
As my mother used to say, this is how the other half lives.
Half?
1%.
0.1%.
I do like the view, and yet it's hardly popular, this place, is it?
I booked the entire restaurant, all 3 floors.
For lunch? For 2?
I hate background noise.
We could have met in my office. Sandwiches, mineral water.
I don't drink mineral water, never have, never will. Water should be free. It should not be bottled and sold. That's the old Marxist in me coming out.
Tap water, then?
No, taps aren't hygienic. I only drink reverse osmosis filtered water. I need to be sure that all the nitrates, hardness, and estrogen are taken out. And I insist it has to be chilled overnight.
It strikes me that you're a princess from another age, accustomed to extreme precision about the alignment of her pea.
Was that an insult?
What do you think?
I wasn't sure. You're a soldier, but you don't talk like a soldier. The princess and the pea, was that the allusion?
It was.
You're saying I'm a spoiled, self-indulgent old harridan, hence from another age. Was that the insult you intended?
It was.
Then for pity's sake say as much in plain English. Spit it out. Call me an evil old bitch. That's what you're thinking, isn't it?
I'm thinking many things. Please don't presume to read my thoughts.
I make you uncomfortable.
I find you intriguing in a yes, discomforting kind of a way.
20 years ago, I was a very beautiful woman.
Really? Who told you that?
Oh, very well. 40 years ago, I was a very beautiful woman.
Oh, beautiful now. Fine bone structure, elegant. Underfed, though. Do you diet, or are you anorexic?
I had stomach surgery 3 years ago. They took out a sack full of cancer, and now I have to use a colostomy bag. It takes the edge off eating somehow.
I wasn't aware of that.
You didn't do your homework then.
Oh, here we are. Our drinks. I did do my homework. No mention of bowel cancer, no mention of surgery. Even your facial work is unacknowledged by the gossip columns. Though I'm glad you kept those crow's feet around your eyes. They add a touch of character.
Dom Perignon?
Thank you. I've never had cosmetic surgery. I do not look... Ah.
And for you, sir, Tetley's beer.
I would have settled for a glass of house white, you know.
Some amuse-bouche?
Not for me.
Very nice, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Madam?
Why the R? You said R.
Did I?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, you did.
Ah.
Meaning?
What?
What was the significance of your R? The first R. Not... No, this is going nowhere.
It was just an ah.
Was it?
No, it wasn't. It was an I get you, ah.
An R that implies you've rumbled me, you mean?
Yes, you were insulting me, getting me riled, taunting me, criticizing my weight, my looks,
You are, in my opinion, one of the most morally contemptible people alive on the planet today. The fact that you're an elderly lady with an eating disorder is neither here nor there.
I don't have an eating disorder. I just don't have much stomach
You're
left.
also one of the cleverest and most inspirational people alive on the planet today. I've studied you for many years, Alessandra. May I call you Alessandra?
Well, it's my name.
One forgets that. With people like you, it's always the whole package, as it were. Rupert Murdoch, Bill Gates, Richard Branson, Alessandra Pacetti.
Call me Alessandra. I like you, Bradley. You take no crap. I like that. You're smart. I like that, too.
My name is Bradley Shoreham. I used to be a soldier. Now I work for a large private company that runs war games. With respect, Alessandra, what the hell am I doing here? I spent years as a war game exercise writer. The simulation of wars and disasters. That's my métier. These days, I specialize in civilian wargaming. Everyone does it now. Corporations, government departments, construction firms. They plan and act out potential catastrophes in structured role-play exercises. because that's the best way to contain or even prevent major crises. And I'm good at my job. Very good. And I'm not often at a loss.
Let's not talk business yet.
I've saved the world 100 times or more. And now I'm dining in one of the most expensive restaurants in London with a powerful woman who appears to want me. But I don't know what for. Very well. So what shall we talk about?
You could tell me about yourself.
I don't do that. It's a thing I do not do.
Or we could talk about me. That's always fun.
Alessandra Pacetti, the richest woman in the world, if you don't count the Queen, and possibly even if you do. 71 years old, hedge fund baroness, owner of 6 banks and a merchant navy fleet, commodities trader. I know all that I need to know about you. That topic holds no further interest. Let's find something else to talk about.
Oh, and I thought I was an enigma.
There are 6 biographies of you in print.
But they don't capture the real me.
They capture a variety of real yous.
I've never read them. Are they good? And no, don't tell me.
Your lawyers have read them, I assume?
Who knows? The Patterson one was the worst.
Oh, that would be the one that focuses on the unscrupulous workings of your hedge fund, and in particular your involvement in the Asian currency speculations of '97.
A legitimate trade.
You short-sold the baht and the ringgit. The economies of the Far East collapsed. You were accused of being... Oh, now, let me see if I had this right. A moron by the Malaysian Prime Minister.
That was George Soros. I was called the devil incarnate in pearls.
I stand corrected.
Water off a duck's back to me.
The early chapters are the best in all the volumes. The sections about you and Oscar.
Ah, he was my great love, you know. My husband, Oscar. You know all about him, then?
I know what was in the biographies. I wouldn't think that was all.
He was graceful, a fine dancer, left-handed. His father was an historian. He liked jazz. We both did. We used to go to Ronnie Scott's. I had a terrible sense of direction. Couldn't read a map to save his life. He once crashed our car while he was daydreaming. He wrote a fabulous book about Gramsci. Did you know all that?
Yes.
He was a radical. We both were. I was an idealist, a card-carrying Marxist. That was me in my LSE days.
I know that too.
Well, we were going to change the world. We lived frugally. I never borrowed money from my family. Even when Oscar crashed the car, I didn't. We had it patched up by a friend who worked in a garage. Real botch job. One yellow door on a blue car, quite a sight. But then my father died.
Yes.
Am I boring you?
A bit.
And yet you ought to be flattered. Someone like me, opening up to you, telling you stories about...
You're telling me facts. I know the facts. I know how you built the business up, how you turned an ailing Italian car factory into a global giant, how you gambled your fortune not once but 6 times, and each time came out richer. I know how grief-stricken you were when Oscar died, how you raised a child alone, a single mother running a financial empire. I know how you felt
when my son died. Have you any idea how awful that was for me? Our son. Oh, our beloved David. He was only 38 years old. I loved him so much. But it all got too much for him. Life crushed his tender spirit, and he killed himself.
I know. I read about it. Yawn.
You bastard!
Oh,
How dare you? He died. Do you hear me? He killed himself. Left me alone.
He was mentally unstable. He killed himself. Big deal, it happens. Didn't stop you, though, did it? Didn't even slow you down. 2 weeks after David topped himself and you were back in business, big time, buying up everything.
Stop it.
Oh, dear, I've upset you.
Yes.
Well, then I shall be ashamed of myself for distressing a vulnerable elderly woman like you in such an appalling fashion.
You should.
And yet I'm not.
You're the most hard-hearted, insensitive, and odious man I've ever met.
Oh, I find that hard to believe. Idi Amin.
Oh, that was... Don't raise that. You're a pig, a monster, to treat an old woman like this, to taunt me about my traumas.
Knock it off, Alessandra. You're not fooling me. You're not fooling yourself. There's no one else here except the waiter. He's gone. Somewhere. Ah, that's progress. We've gone from R to And what does that signify, the
It signifies stop this. stop decoding my every breath. You're an impossible man to talk to.
Men are charmed by you, aren't they? Women too. You're beautiful even now, and magnificent, a relic of another era, and your Versace dress and your Mickey Moto pearls. But you're emotional too. You open up with intimate disclosures about yourself. You cry at the memories of the terrible things that have happened to you. And then you do the deal, and you laugh all the way to the bank.
It's not Versace, idiot. It's Caroline Herrera.
I stand corrected.
You play a dangerous game.
Not really. I once served in Baghdad in the early days of Desert Storm. I was shot by a sniper. Now that was a dangerous game.
Oh, I'm sorry, of course. That's why your arm...
I can drink left-handed now.
Oh, forgive me. You need a refill. Another?
Stop showing off. Don't send the garçon running 10 streets to buy a pint of warm beer in order to socially belittle me. Dom Perignon champagne in a large, unfluted glass will do very nicely.
I like you.
I thought you were angry with me.
I don't get angry. That was just pretense.
You don't get angry? You don't get upset?
Not very much, no. That was all, as you surmised, just a cheap trick to put you on the back foot. Didn't work. 30 love in your favour.
You don't get angry, you don't get upset, you just get rich.
I'm rich enough.
Are you?
Yes. This isn't about money. It's about... I have a proposition, you see, to put to you. Come and work for me, Bradley. I want to save the world. I want to save the lives of starving children. I want to make the planet a better place. I want to do good. I want to be good in the remaining years of my life. And I want you to show me how to do it. Help me. Please. My grandson, Mark.
Pleased to meet you, Colonel Shoreham.
Call me Bradley, please.
Left-handed handshake.
My trademark, in a manner.
Iraq, Second Gulf War, sniper bullet.
I wasn't a sniper as such. It was, you've been reading up on me.
Yes. Yes, I have. My favourite was the global pandemic exercise you ran. Dr. Alicia Hoffman, that was a triumph by all accounts.
Well, she lectures now around the world. Pandemic patrol, not just Ebola, not just avian flu.
You keep in touch then?
We correspond.
Correspond?
We write letters to each other.
Good God.
In longhand, 10 pages or more. I write a letter, post it, she reads it. 10 days or a month later, I get a reply. We arrange quite freely. I like Alicia.
It was an impressive exercise. I read the briefs twice, and all the after-action reviews, of course. I thought they would be dry and dusty, but it was like every person had a point of view, an attitude, like characters in a novel.
Like people, Mark. Characters in a novel are like people too. That's where it starts.
And the Hamilton finance exercise. I like the way
So is that all the small talk done?
That wasn't exactly small talk.
Oh, yes. I can be a bit over-prepared sometimes, I know.
I find it charming. I'm a bit that way myself. I also like Verdi's operas, freshly baked bread, and 7 of your top 10 films.
You Facebooked me?
And Googled you, Twittered you, spoke to your fellow activists in Earth Red Alert. The modern curse. No getting to know you. We already know so much.
Are you in or out?
I'm in.
Good. You'll brief us for 40 minutes, then the waiter will come and take our order.
I hate lunch meetings. Why can't we just have sandwiches?
I have to eat small meals regularly. It's my regime. You can always order a salad.
When there's fillet steak for free, what red-blooded man could do that?
I'm vegan, actually.
Yes, we all know that.
Sorry.
No, I mean, I didn't mean... No matter. They fled, you know, from Russia, the pogroms. They walked all the way through Russia and ended up in Hungary. Desperate poverty. They were aliens in every sense, but they kept their faith, lent their money. They did it the hard way.
What? Who are you talking about?
The Sterns, of course. I'm talking about the Sterns. The Jewish bankers who built the central London banking hall that houses this magnificent oak-panelled dining room. They were old-school bankers fleeing persecution. Their word was their bond. They became one of the greatest global finance families in the world. I'm sorry. I digress.
We bought the Sterns out, didn't we?
Yes, you did. Your vampire squid of a hedge fund moved in and took over a business.
Mark, don't be impertinent.
You're an asset stripper. Shame on you.
Continue, Bradley.
You're a modern robber baron. You're everything that is rotten and stinking in today's society, but you're rich. And that's why I came to work for you. That's why Bradley's here. You're rich, and we want your money to achieve our own altruistic ends. End of story.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Or would you prefer a hug?
Hell no. I'm committed. I've created the Global Future Foundation, so yaboo to Bill Gates with his African charities. I'm the one who's going to save the world. I need some water. Press the buzzer. Call the waiter.
You haven't touched the water in front of you.
It'll be warm by now. Press the buzzer. Call the waiter.
Fresh water, please. Filtered, the way my grandmother likes it.
Yes, of course. Anything for you, sir?
No, thank you.
Coffee for me, black, strong.
Very good.
So, brief me, Bradley. The world is a disaster movie. What do we propose to do about it?
Well, that's not for me to say, Alessandra. I'm an analyst, a scenario writer. Or as we used to say in the old days, a war gamer.
A futurist, that's your official job title, right?
I have it as a plaque on the door of my office. Bradley Shoreham, Futurist. I feel like a character in an H.G. Wells story.
You don't have a plaque. You don't have an office. The new building hasn't yet...
I'm teasing.
Ah.
Roguishly.
Ah.
You can tell when I'm teasing. There's a twinkle in my eye. I adopt a raffish air.
I'll look out for those symptoms in future.
The world is in a state of crisis. And that is why we're here, at the inaugural meeting of the charitable wing of your evil empire, Miss Pachetti.
Don't push it.
Is it a solvable crisis? Yes, I believe so. Will it be solved? I seriously doubt it. Human nature, you see, that's what we can't get over. Human nature. That's what we're up against.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's... No, that's rubbish.
Is it? Why? You think that left to themselves, people would live as one with their environment? In harmony? In union with nature? And that it's only our modern capitalist society that...
Yes. No, don't put words in my mouth.
I apologize.
I hate that phrase. Human nature. We've been brainwashed by our society to expect certain... Oh, I'm not putting this well.
No, you're not.
No, quiet. Don't...
What? What? If you have something to say, spit it out.
Tell me about Alaska, Mark.
Well, the scale, the size. The Tongass is the largest forest in America. One of the largest in the world. Trees as far as the eye can see, mountains capped with ice. And they're despoiling it, of course. One of our last wildernesses. They were trying to build a road, it's the usual trick, build a random road and redefine wilderness as not wilderness, but we blocked it. It was a triumph. And it was beautiful there, Bradley, so beautiful. I sat up in a tree for a month, pissed and crap through the branches, a month without words. It was...
Can we keep to the point, please?
Yeah, sorry.
May we order some food now? I'm getting peckish.
Work first. What are the crises facing us? Thank you.
One. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
1. Global warming leading to massive climate excesses, such as creation of deserts, drought, hurricanes, wildfires, and massive floods that will wipe entire cities and islands off the map. I'm talking now about the Maldives, the Seychelles, Bahamas, as well as large portions of Manila, Alexandria, Lagos, Dakar, Rio, Miami, and Ho Chi Minh City. And a deluge that will swamp most of Bangladesh, whose citizens will be unable to escape because of the fence that India is currently building around their entire country, protected by trigger-happy armed guards who have no qualms about shooting children. Now that's what I call forward planning. The consequences thereof, which I count as point 2. Mass migration from the affected areas as the destitute and oppressed flee to lands where there is food and some degree of social order, leading to social unrest. 3. Islamic extremism, the growth of a new caliphate hostile to the West. 4. The growth of American hegemony, Wars of conquest and domination supposedly to combat the radical Islamic threat. 5. The collapse of the financial systems caused by the continuing greed of the banks, leading to a loss of confidence and riots, exacerbated by the endless bloody rain. 6. Nuclear war. Always there is a murmur in the background, but increasingly likely as old stocks are sold off and new technologies allow smaller states and terror groups to join the nuclear club. 7. Pandemic. That old stalwart. A global infection that smites the world, making the flu pandemic of 1918 look like a minor sniffle. 8. Class war. The threat that dare not speak its name. Sooner or later the people get fed up and start to kill their masters. 8 major threats to civilization and life as we know it. The 8 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Yes, but what about Iran, Russia, the population explosion, food shortages, left-wing terror groups?
8 is a nice round number.
I see Bradley's strategy, Gran. You can't model without simplifying.
And with these models, you can predict the future?
We can develop scenarios.
But what about solutions? Your job description is clear. You're meant to save the world.
Oh, my God. You do expect a lot, don't you? I haven't even resigned from my old job yet.
I want you to hit the ground running.
Oh, I love it when corporate types who spend all day with their asses stuck in a chair use that metaphor.
Are you patronising me?
Gran.
You don't patronise me, and you don't call me Gran.
Get off your old high horse. We're just talking, spitballing. Nothing will ever get achieved if we have to salute and call you sir all the time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I didn't mean to be pompous.
You're forgiven.
Oh, Malcolm Hamilton told me you play this game. You provoke, make people emotionally volatile, then test their ability in action. Stress testing, it's called?
I'm just an annoying old git, really. I don't know where this Machiavellian genius malarkey came from.
Can we just stick to the topic in hand?
No, we can't, Mark. But out, baby. I'm quarrelling with your grandmother.
Do carry on, Bradley.
With what? My presentation?
No, with the critique of my integrity that I can sense you're bursting to unload upon me.
I'll take that as permission to speak freely. How serious is this venture, Alessandra? This Global Future Foundation? Are you truly committed to the cause? Or are you just out to placate your estranged grandson by buying him the biggest train set in the world?
I had wondered that myself, actually.
You haven't spoken to Mark in 15 years. Not since his father died. And then out of the blue, you get in touch with your grandson and offer him millions of pounds to make his dreams come true. You ask him to abandon his activism and come and play with serious money and change the world from the inside out. What boy could resist that?
I'm not a boy.
Are you stress testing me? Because I don't break. I buckle, I bend, I do not break. If I choose not to lose my temper, I do not lose my temper. Look, here is me not losing my temper.
It's a fair question, Gran.
Don't call me Gran!
It's a fair question, Alessandra. It's one that I've asked myself, but I didn't have the balls to say it, to ask it.
Which answer do you want me to give?
The true one.
Oh, hell. That's a new experience. The truth, Mark? I don't give a damn about global warming. I don't give a damn about the rights of women in Afghanistan or the drinkability of water in southern Sudan. I don't give a damn about the future of the world. And do you know why?
Well, I wasn't expecting... What do you mean you don't give...
Do you know why I don't give a damn?
Well, obviously I don't. And don't make me answer your stupid rhetorical question.
Do you know why I don't give a damn?
No, I do not know why you don't give a damn.
Because I'm old, Mark. Old. I'm old and rich. And I have many friends, lovers too. Don't look so shocked. I'm not lonely, I'm not sad. But the love of my life, he died. You both know that story. And we had a son, your father, David, my little boy. I loved him. People think I'm not capable of love, but when he killed himself, I was devastated, though I wasn't surprised. Your mother hated me. She wouldn't let me see you. I could have sued for access and won, but I chose not to. It would have been so easy for me with my resources, with what I knew about her. I could have crushed the little bitch. Sorry, I'm sorry. She was so unfair. But I took it on the chin. And now she's passed away, and I have a grandson who I don't know, and you hate me too. Everyone does. People name tumours after me, allegedly. Can you imagine living with that much hatred? That's what I have to endure. But what the hell? I am what I am. But I have one regret, that I never got to know my grandson. And now, here you are. And I win. I get to spend time with you. I've given you a team of brilliant thinkers. Your budget is virtually unlimited. You can live your dream. And I'm your non-executive director, so you're legally obliged to see me on a regular basis. Legally obliged. How sad is that?
Okay. I get it. Don't cry, Gran. Gran, don't cry.
Oh, for pity's sake, don't call me.
Let me hold you. Let me cuddle you. God, you're so thin.
Oh, you're so flattering.
I love you. I love you, Gran. I love you, Alessandra.
I love you too, Mark.
Right. Now that's all resolved. I think a bite of lunch would be in order.
Mark, press the buzzer.
Yes. Alessandra.
The Global Future Foundation. Report into the state of our planet. General introduction. The 8 Horsemen. In this section, we will outline a systems analysis of the interlocking threats which... Chapter 3. The Polar Vortex and its effect on the climate in the Northern Hemisphere. The vortex is a massive structure which reaches out into space, into the stratosphere. Chapter 22. Other potential crisis scenarios. Let us suppose there is a disaster involving fracking technology that leads to a class action suit against companies around the world. An earthquake in Kansas, perhaps, or sinkholes in Florida that destroy an entire primary school.
I suppose you think I'm a hypocrite,
Not at all.
taking the king's shilling.
It's the Queen's shilling, and I took it myself. Of course, I understand.
My girlfriend, well,
Yes?
she's not actually my girlfriend anymore. Or rather, she is, but no, she isn't. Well, is she my girlfriend if we occasionally have sex? But no, I shouldn't be. Oh.
She thinks you're selling out.
She implied it. Well, she said it, in fact, with swearing.
People still talking about selling out? I thought those Marxist
Oh,
days...
more than ever. I mean, people my age, we see the world. We see the mess your generation
Don't blame me
created.
for the mess of the world.
Your generation, your class.
Let's not talk about politics.
Why not?
Because...
Because what?
Ask me to build a bridge and I will build it. The politics of whether bridges should be built, well, I can't be doing with it.
But what you're doing now is politics.
No, it's not.
You're building a brave new world or something. Challenging the status quo.
I'm exploring all the credible options, the decisions that need to be made in order that people far cleverer than I can fail to make them.
Yeah? That's quite funny, actually. Do you know, Bradley, I didn't like you at first. I thought you were, well, old-fashioned, pompous, annoying.
Mark, you really didn't need to tell me that.
Oh, really? No, but I do like you now.
That doesn't lessen the sting.
Do you think we can change the world?
No.
Then why bother? I want to change the world. I've been an activist since I was 16. I was beaten up at my first nuclear power station protest. My best friend turned out to be an undercover FBI officer. That was in Tonga, so now I don't even have a best friend. That's been my life until now.
Now you sit in an office on the 20th floor of a city tower block with your name on a door plaque.
My nickname. It's a gesture.
Digger.
The diggers were...
I know who the diggers were. Mark,
What?
I don't disapprove of you, you know.
Well, I don't care if you do.
But I don't.
Oh, well, good.
I like you, Mark. I actually do like you. So relax.
Relax.
You're so jumpy around me. It makes me It doesn't matter. Chapter 42. The towing of icebergs has proved to be problematical. As common sense might have indicated, the iceberg will tend to melt in warmer waters. Hence, it is more viable to use bag and drag technology, towing acres of water in polyester bags across the ocean.
Volume 2. We're on Volume 2.
Champagne?
I don't drink champagne.
I'm not drinking beer. We'll send out for champagne.
What about the staff? We can't have, the quants who have been doing all the grunt work don't get,
Champagne all round. There follows an indexed list of the corporations that have been acquiring land in Ukraine, Egypt, Madagascar, and other parts of Africa. One company, Westingley Holdings, now owns 2 million acres of land in a region irrigated by an offshoot of the Nile. This company also owns shares in a merchant bank, whose non-executive directors include 3 former members of the regional government. It is also the case that this company... Yes, ma'am.
This can't be right.
What? What can't be right?
This scenario, Chapter 54, it's too optimistic, too...
An unexpected cooling effect leading to the reversal of the pattern of global warming.
leading to world peace without any reduction in carbon emissions.
It is possible. The climate has its...
It's impossible.
It's unlikely. The equivalent of a man with terminal cancer experiencing a complete remission. But miracles sometimes happen.
Oh, you're not seriously suggesting...
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just exploring scenarios.
You don't really think...
Hell no.
I take the point.
What point?
You wrote this just for me. To piss me off. Challenge my prejudices, am I right?
To a degree, yes. This is an exercise in rationality. You can't start off by knowing the answers.
But according to most of your scenarios, well, almost all of your scenarios...
Things are bleak. Mostly. But don't forget, there's always a silver lining, like it or not. Some countries, and indeed some corporations, will benefit hugely from the climate chaos. Greenland will become rich as the ice melts and a new country rich in minerals and oil is born. Canada will get an economic boost because it has such vast reserves of fresh water. The US and Russia will start drilling for oil in the Arctic as new navigation channels spring up. When the weather apocalypse hits, there will be winners, and not every nation will be a loser.
Well, it's hard to accept.
It's life.
Some corporations will benefit too, you say?
Potentially, yes.
How? How?
In addition, insurance and reinsurance companies stand to benefit if the events described in the preceding scenario come to pass. For if there are floods and tsunamis on such an epic scale, the disaster insurance business may turn out to be one of the most lucrative commercial endeavors in the history of capitalism.
Bradley.
Alessandra, you actually live here?
Why shouldn't I?
It's an office block. Not even a new one. Not even very tall. You can't even see the London Eye from here, let alone St. Paul's.
I like it.
It's 1970s brutalism.
It's large. I have the whole building. My staff have the first 4 floors. Domestic staff, secretarial staff. I have a chef, a kitchen, a personal office and a home in one easy-to-ignore building.
But you live on this floor?
Yes.
And it's a 12-story building?
Yes.
Which means there are 7 floors between you and the nearest human beings?
Yes.
Did anyone ever tell you that you have intimacy issues? Well?
What? What do you want me to say? Then I'll say it. How could you betray me like this?
Are we talking methodology? How I did it, how I hacked your computers, how I acquired a massive dossier detailing the murky manipulations of the Global Future Foundation research project?
How could you betray me after all I've done for you?
What have you done for me?
I paid you large amounts of money.
And?
There is no and, that's it. Why does there have to be an and? I suppose what I really mean is, why did you betray me?
Perhaps you weren't paying me enough money.
Really?
No! Alessandra, I'm sorry. I'm so truly sorry about what happened to Mark. I can't tell you how sorry I am.
Don't apologize, you evil, sick,
If
twisted...
that's what you think, why...
Killed my grandson. You came into my life, took my money, then you killed my grandson.
Not exactly
so
what
do me the courtesy of plain words.
Very well. At first, you must understand this. I believed you. I believed every word. I believed...
Get to the point.
You lied.
No, I didn't lie.
You omitted to tell the whole truth.
I meant every word. We could have done so much good. Futurism. The credible anticipation of future events. The oil companies. They were the pioneers, you know, of this kind of far-reaching global scenario writing.
I know all that. Oil companies take the long-term view. They hire the best. It was oil company Futurist who predicted the fall of communism, the rise of Muslim extremism. They saw global warming coming a long time ago. The oil company Futurists make the governments and the universities and the science fiction writers look like a bunch of amateurs.
And they make money.
Knowing the future helped them make money. Yes.
And I make money.
But that was the point. The whole point. That for once in your life, you were not trying to make a quick buck.
But it's an opportunity. Don't you see? Climate change, I mean. Perhaps the greatest investment opportunity of all time. Desalinization, land deals, new energy technologies. There are millions, billions, trillions to be made. But to do that, you need the data, precise data, modelled data that has been stress-tested to take account of the human element, because there will most certainly be a human element when the climate tips, when the ice melts, when the rain falls, when the land becomes arid, when the crops die. It has to be modelled, and the work has to be overseen by a master of the craft, a futurist who knows the vagaries of human psychology.
I feel cheap. I feel I've been used.
Used, yes. Cheap, no. Look at your bank balance.
Oh, I tithe 10% of all you've paid me to charity. But that's not the point. You set this whole venture up to make a profit out of tragedy. That's what I told Mark. That's what I explained to your grandson before he died. The fact is, you stand to make more money out of this than on any other deal you or any other trader has ever made.
Potentially, yes.
Because you're using my data to predict who the global losers will be, and you're betting against them. You're shorting stocks in the companies that will fail, laying bets against the currencies of countries that will be devastated by floods or by drought or by civil war. That's what I can't forgive. You're making bets that will pay up for you when millions die. You are short-selling the coming apocalypse.
Oh, you're being whimsical again. It's not the apocalypse. It's just, well,
What?
a global catastrophe. Potentially. But all I'm doing is taking a position, a series of positions. Our investments could fail. The world could come to its senses. Emissions may be reduced. The carbon footprint may shrink. We may get away with it, in which case the world will be a better place and I'll be happy.
Or millions may die.
Well, then I'll be less happy, but much richer.
No, I won't allow it. I have my dossier, and by this time tomorrow, every major newspaper and TV station in the UK and the USA will be...
You are officially served, Bradley. Super injunction. No paper will print what you say.
I'll do an Edward Snowden. I'll use the bloggers. I'll let it go viral.
No, you won't. You won't dare. You know what happened to Chelsea Manning and to Snowden. You're too selfish to want that for yourself.
What you did was wrong. And I can prove it. I have copies of emails. I have memos. I have...
Yes, but you're legally barred from disclosing any of them.
Yes, I am.
You knew this would happen. You knew I would block you with all the lawyers at my disposal. That's why.
Yes. That's why I went to Mark first, before approaching the press. Mark could have done something from the inside. He had the power. He wrote the checks. He could have stopped you, subverted the whole... He could have done it. That's why
That's why you told him about what I was doing.
Yes.
To get him to do your dirty work for you.
Yes.
Mark was weak. Like his father, genetically unstable. He cracked under the pressure because of you. That's why he crashed his car. Not an accident. It was deliberate. The witnesses all agree on that. Because of you. You killed him.
No. Your grandson killed himself because of you. Because despite everything, he loved you. And he trusted you. And he couldn't face the truth about what you are.
That's his problem.
You can't be that.
I can.
You must feel guilt, Alessandra, about what you did. I mean, for pity's sake. I feel guilt, but I'm not to blame. I'm not. You are. You must feel bad about that.
No, I don't.
You can't be that heartless.
Yes, I am.
But at least think again about what you're doing with the Global Future Foundation. Turn it around. Make something worthy of Mark's memory.
You need to go, Bradley. My lawyers will brief you at the exit. You will need to sign some forms. Otherwise, well, I'll sue you and you'll lose your flat, your car, your savings and your future employment prospects.
You have to weep, Alessandra. You have to weep.
I did once. I ran out of tears. Goodbye, Mr. Shoreham.
Alessandra, please.
Don't touch me. Do not touch me. No one touches me. Goodbye.
Woman in the world.
Come and work for me, Bradley. I want to save the world. I want to save the lives of starving children. I want to make the planet a better place.
Her plan was for me to write a report that defined and predicted the nightmare scenarios threatening our planet and propose ways of dealing with them.
I want to do good. I want to be good in the remaining years of my life. And I want you to show me how to do it.
It was a bold and brilliant idea, but I'm afraid it didn't end well. She persuaded her estranged grandson to join us. He was an idealist, a radical activist.
You're a modern robber baron. You're everything that is rotten and stinking in today's society, but you're rich. And that's why I came to work for you. That's why Bradley's here.
Mark and I were betrayed by Alessandra. I bounced back, as I always do, but Mark took it badly. He died in a car crash 9 months ago. Accidental death was the verdict of the coroner, but that was, well...
Mark was weak. Like his father, genetically unstable. He cracked under the pressure because of you. That's why he crashed his car. Not an accident. It was deliberate. The witnesses all agree on that. Because of you. You killed him.
No. Your grandson killed himself because of you. Because despite everything, he loved you. And he trusted you. And he couldn't face the truth about what you are.
Red and Blue. Hazard by Philip Palmer. With Tim Woodward as Bradley Shoreham.
Foxtrot Romeo from Foxtrot 1. We are attending the RTA at Junction 3. There are multiple casualties. 2 lorries, including a gas tanker carrying hazardous chemicals, and 6 cars. Over.
Foxtrot 1, we have 2 more ambulances on their way. Can you estimate how many casualties? Over.
Get that over here! Sharpish!
Come on, lads!
Come on!
Come with me. I'll walk you to the side of the road.
Oh, thank you. I'll be fine.
Is anyone hurt?
Lifting. 1, 2, 3.
I'm fine.
Don't turn your head.
Can you confirm you have all the drivers outside the warm zone? Over.
Affirmative, over.
The driver's trapped behind the wheel. We need to pull him free. John, Mike, to me. Got that?
Control from Bravo Echo. We have a HazChem alert, Junction 3. Over.
Bravo Echo Farm Control. Can you give us the Hazchem markings? Over.
Registration number Echo Delta 17 November Delta Charlie. It's a Ford box van. The logo says Taunton Transport. The vehicle is partially burned out, but the driver got clear. Over.
Thank you, Tango Alpha out. Get back behind the line. Behind the line, I don't care who you are, if you haven't got breathing apparatus, get back behind the line. Thank you.
How you feeling, love?
I feel sick, dizzy.
Oscar material, that is.
Thank you. Out.
I've got a rash on my skin, which suggests I've been splashed by toxic chemicals, and yet you're touching me.
Easy, it's just an exercise.
Take it seriously, okay? That's how these things work. It's pointless doing these big multi-agency exercises.
Steady on, darling. No need to get all bossy with me.
I'm not your darling. And by the way, I'm a DCI with traffic police. I don't feel very well.
Foxtrot Romeo, we have a Hazchem spillage. Can we have some information about the chemicals involved and how to treat them? And are they, am I contaminated or something?
No idea, mate. That's for you to find out. I'm just the victim.
It's a sight. It really is. All those flashing lights and a full moon in the sky.
It's pushing it to do an exercise like this at night.
I'd rather do it at night in the pouring rain. Sadly, nature didn't oblige.
Accidents are more likely in the daytime. That's the more likely scenario.
Yes, but it's so beautiful. Look at the view on those screens. It's like the aurora borealis. The sonne lumiere of emergency vehicles.
Have it your way.
We should know in a few minutes what the chemicals are. Ambulance control is speaking to the National Chemical Emergency Centre and the haulage company.
The emergency action code on the back of the gas container lorry says 2V, which means extinguished with fog and capable of violent explosions.
Triage systems are being set up by the AIC. Bronze Medic is at the scene and has liaised with Police Bronze and Fire Bronze. Is it likely that the tanker will rupture?
Not likely.
We're getting reports from the victims of nausea and dizziness.
That is indeed the information in their exercise briefs.
So could that be gas leaking from the crashed tanker?
Are you asking me?
Well, no, sorry. Of course not. It could be a leak, could be just stress from the accident. The cars were braking violently. There were numerous minor shunts. Plus, being in the vicinity of a major accident can be stressful in itself. We're treating all the victims for shock.
Is there a wind, Mrs. Wilton?
Is there? What does it say in the exercise brief?
It says pick up your radio and call someone at the scene and see if there's a wind.
There's a wind. A southerly, a bit nippy. Upwind rendezvous points and upwind access points are in place. And we have a plastic windsock, so we have visual confirmation of any changes in the wind direction that may affect the plume. If there is a plume. No reports
Could
yet.
be an invisible plume, toxic gases. Any progress on
It's coming through now on my screen. Sodium hydroxide. Corrosive. Highly exothermic. If that thing blows, it'll be a hell of a fireball. I propose extending the warm zone in the outer cordon.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Fire silver from fire gold. Are you reading the report on the load, over? Affirmative.
One confirmed fatality. The driver of the Hazchem tanker lorry, Michael Rutherley, 34, died in the ambulance.
Do we have anything about the driver of the other vehicle?
With respect, do you mind not butting in?
Well, I'm the exercise writer. I thought
Be like the speak no evil monkey. Put your hand over your big mouth, please. It doesn't help to keep getting sly comments from someone who knows how the movie ends.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hand on mouth.
I want full toxicology on the corpse of the driver. Was he drinking, taking drugs, prescription medication? My Bronze Command is treating the site as a crime scene until I tell him differently.
Accidents happen, Harry.
My idea of a successful training exercise if I can bang some bugger up for negligence. Can't be the driver, he's brown bread, so let's find somebody else, eh?
Oh, very commendable.
I won't tell you again.
I'm not sure this is a police matter, Harry. I mean, it's more about response times and disaster management procedures for the medical and fire teams.
Yeah, that's how I'm reading it.
It was an RTA on a quiet nighttime road, called in by mobile phone. Our people were at the scene promptly. Casualties are en route to hospital. Procedures for dealing with a chemical fire are in place.
That would be ugly. Sodium hydroxide, it's nasty stuff. But I'm confident my officers have the situation contained.
No worries on my side. Traffic police have created two-way traffic in the southbound lane. Disruption has been minimised. My bronze command, who's a bit of a stickler for these things, has flagged up a number of issues regarding our treatment of Hazchem lorries, but it's minor stuff, trivial really. I don't note any failings that should concern us. No one's dropped a bollock so far.
Well, touch wood. Let's wait and see.
To be honest, I'm not sure there's any real danger here. My officers don't report any signs of a spill. There was no head-on collision. In fact, what actually happened is the gas tanker lorry veered off the road onto the hard shoulder, then onto the grass verge. I doubt it made contact with the other vehicle. Not that big a deal, really.
So why did the driver of the tanker lorry die?
Oh, sorry. Did I not say? Heart attack.
Oh, well, there we are. Bit of a damp squib, this exercise. Fire silver from fire gold. Do we have a further risk assessment of the gas tanker lorry? Over. Are you sure of that? Over. Right. Thank you, Tom. Out. We've had the all clear. There's no fire to put out, no breach in the skin of the tanker. Apart from losing a bit of rubber from the tyres, the Hazchem lorry's right as rain.
Who wrote this bloody exercise, eh?
My lips are sealed on your instructions, Chief Superintendent.
No worries, always good to have a tune-up. We could have made this particular exercise a tabletop job, though. Hardly worth my officers turning up en masse in all their gear for a minor shunt and a drive with a dicky heart.
Let's see the positive side. It's been a good road test of the Joint Command System.
I reckon so. Right, who's for a pint?
Are we allowed to do that in working hours?
Oh, apologies. I meant to formally propose a liquid debrief to discuss interoperability issues between our respective emergency services.
Now you're talking my language. Katie?
No, I'll man the fort. You get on.
Oh, and thank you, Mr. Shoreham. I'm sure this was all very helpful, despite the lack of drama in your scenario.
Dizziness? Nausea?
What?
Do we have any more reports on the dizziness and nausea?
Well, actually, there were quite a few people vomiting at the scene. You'd expect a few pukes, of course.
Gas inhalation?
There was no gas leak, I've already explained that. And if gas was vented, bear in mind that sodium hydroxide is a corrosive. You'd have nasty burns on all the drivers in the vicinity. People would be blistering and screaming. Well, we damn well know if there was a leak, and we don't. So there wasn't. I am right, aren't I? Harry? Katie?
Well, yes.
Oh, there we are, then. It takes two to tango.
The other lorry?
What about the other lorry?
Yes, but it wasn't a big transport lorry, just a box van. No reason to suppose that it...
Don't look at me. You're running this exercise.
Whose van was it? Do we have that information?
Taunton Transport. We found the number on the side, but it went through to voicemail. The cargo is... We don't know what the cargo is.
Fire silver from fire gold. Just seeking confirmation on one detail. What was the cargo in the other vehicle involved in the accident? Over. What do you mean you don't know? Over. I appreciate you treating this as urgent. Thank you. Out. It's a hire truck. No record of the cargo. Could be anything.
Well, let's ask the bloody driver.
Has he been interviewed?
Reading my reports now. No record of the driver of the van being interviewed. No record of the driver of the van being taken to hospital. No record of the driver of the van at all. Full stop.
Bloody driver buggered off.
Shit. What's in that van? Police bronze from police gold. I want to know about the driver of the other vehicle. The Taunton transport vehicle. Where the hell has the driver gone? Over. I know you're busy, but it's my job to... I acknowledge that, but with respect, stop buggering about. Oh, Christ. Very good, very good. Keep me apprised. Out. Witness statements are on the screen now. From two drivers who are in the line of traffic behind the two crash lorries. One of them suffered severe whiplash. hasn't been coherent until... He's now given a very alarming statement. And his eyewitness evidence has been confirmed by a second car driver who has only just made himself known.
What are we talking about here, Harry?
There was no collision.
What?
The van was in the middle lane, the gas tanker lorry was behind it on the inside lane. Then the smaller vehicle exploded while in transit. There was smoke coming out of the roof. It veered into the slow lane, and the tanker had to brake to avoid hitting it and came to a controlled halt on the hard shoulder. The Taunton transport van then started drifting across the carriageway from lane to lane. The drivers behind were slamming on their brakes. That's when the RTAs actually happened. And finally, the Taunton transport van went into the central reservation where it hit a concrete barrier.
Yes, and that's how it caught fire. The engine was...
Do we know for certain it was an engine fire?
No. When you say the van exploded...
It didn't explode exactly, not a big bang or anything, but smoke was observed, and the driver clearly panicked. There was something in that load.
I'll get my officers to check the report.
Oh, this is sly. I had no inkling.
It's clearly a very different scenario. I wish we'd had the... No matter.
My people were on the ball. But the accident scene was chaos.
Yes,
There were people with impact injuries. There was the risk of the gas container exploding. There was... We didn't know which drivers were witnesses.
We're not criticising, Harry.
We should reassess our strategy.
We are reassessing, right. Right, I now need to call my... No. Contain the scene first. Silverfire and Bronzefire, this is Goldfire. Please give this your urgent attention. I am declaring this a CBRN incident. Repeat, this is a potential CBRN incident. The police have interviewed 2 eyewitnesses who report smoke coming from the rear of one of the crash vehicles, which might indicate a load of combustible material. And I'm guessing here, but be aware this is a real possibility, I'm guessing ammonium nitrate. Over? No, not fertiliser. No, fertiliser doesn't ignite. I'm talking about the carrying of an unlicensed load of the raw product that goes into the making of commercial fertilisers, namely ammonium nitrate, in a vehicle unfit for the transport of hazardous chemicals and with no HAZChem markings, potentially for the purposes of committing a terrorist act. Please amend your procedures accordingly. Over.
Terrorist? You can't go straight to a terrorist alert.
Shh, I've got Bronze and Silver both shouting in my ear. I repeat, this is just speculation, but I can't offhand think of any other chemical that's so liable to spontaneously decompose and turn into a bomb. As a matter of urgency, redefine a new hot zone and a new warm zone and expand the inner cordon to encompass both carriageways until we have our CBRN subject matter experts on the scene. Over. Look, yet I'm not digging at you, pal. I missed it too. I had my eye was on the wrong ball. Over.
Misdirection.
Just deal with the situation. Thank you both. Out. Rush of blood to the head there. I feel that tingle. The goosebumps.
Well, it always happens, even in exercises.
Harry.
What?
Shouldn't you...
What?
The driver got away. The terrorists on the loose. You need to set up a search pattern. Uniforms on the ground. Anti-terrorist...
Are you telling me how to do my job?
Yeah, I'm just... I was only suggesting...
I know what I have to do.
And yet you're not doing it.
No.
Is there a problem?
Yes.
And what's the problem?
Everything. This. What we're doing, it's bloody stupid, if you ask me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not like my little scenario?
As it happens, no, I don't.
Why not?
Because, well... This was sold to me as a fire service and ambulance service exercise with limited police involvement. An RTA, no more, with my officers doing crowd control. Now you've made it a terrorist alert exercise and my budget has gone all to buggery. And I had no idea, no warning.
Why on earth would I warn you, Chief Superintendent? The whole point of these exercises is to find out how you deal with the unexpected.
I'll deal with the unexpected when I have to. This is just, well, it's just not fair.
Oh, for pity's sake. It's not a schoolyard, you're not... Don't be so pathetic, man.
Hey, don't you talk to me like that.
Harry, you're missing the point.
What are we bickering about?
I do this for real, you know. I've been doing this job for 20 years. I don't need some bloody soldier telling me how to run a training exercise.
Harry, you're still missing the point. It was a good exercise.
Keep out of this, Alan. I'm not being pushed around by this jumped-up tin soldier. Ex-tin soldier.
I'm sorry, but I was asked. I was hired, in fact, to run this exercise on behalf of...
You've got a rep, you have. Don't think I don't know. I've read your file. Troublemaker. Chopsy bastard. Doesn't work on my watch, pal.
You're overstepping the mark, Chief Superintendent.
Enough! Not one more word from you. We'll take it from here.
Really?
Chop chop, off you go. What are you waiting for?
You really are an oaf, aren't you?
What?
A fool. A blundering idiot. No sense of strategy, no awareness of the nuances of the situation, no grasp on priorities. This is a live exercise which is still happening as we speak, and you waste time bickering with me. Why, if you were a soldier, man,
But I'm not. I'm not a soldier, and I'm not your junior officer either. Look, Shoreham, I've played this by the book up to this point, but I don't like the way you've structured this exercise, and I don't like your attitude.
Well, tough shit.
What?
You're only saying all this as a diversionary tactic, aren't you? Because you're embarrassed at your own handling of this exercise, pinning the blame tail on the donkey, that old game. The truth is, you cocked up, Chief Superintendent Douglas. Admit it. You mucked it all up, haven't you? You great useless sausage.
You're asking for a clip round the ear, you are. And there was a time I'd have given it to you.
You wouldn't dare, you plod. These things happen, Claire. People under stress, tempers run high. The man's a dinosaur. I thought his kind had died.
I blame you.
What?
An official complaint has been made. You've been accused of unprofessional behavior. All 3 members of Gold Command say they were appalled at your conduct. I'm sorry, Bradley, but it's all hit the fan.
This is absurd. I'm the victim here. I was attacked by a senior police officer. He hit me. He actually punched me on the nose. Now, there were witnesses.
The witnesses say you were verbally abusive. They say you swore at them and at their colleague, Chief Superintendent Harry Douglas.
I did not swear.
They say you were provocative and offensive. Were you provocative and offensive?
Well, of course I was. I dug a trap and the stupid fool fell into it.
The witnesses say you were, and I quote, beetroot red in the face with anger, suggesting, so the senior paramedic has stated, that you may have high blood pressure, and that's what prompted you to have a spontaneous and uncontrollable nosebleed, which was subsequently treated by the paramedic member of Gold Control.
Nosebleed?
Nosebleed.
Nosebleed.
Your nose bled profusely and messily, and then you departed, ranting. That's the story I was told, in triplicate. That is sitting on my desk right now.
It's all lies, Claire.
Of course it's lies. That's not the point. The point
Yes,
is
I get what the point is.
You buggered this up. You goaded a senior police officer into hitting you so that you could discredit him and maybe even get him drummed out of the force. Don't deny it. I know how you work. This was one of your games. But this time, you've got it wrong. You have got yourself into serious shit, and you've brought discredit to my company. You could very well have lost us the contract, but... It's out of my hands now, Bradley. I have a board to answer to.
Well, whatever you say.
Do you have a death wish or something?
I was doing my job, sorting the wheat from the chaff.
That's not your job, Bradley.
Damn. I do it so well.
Your job is to run training exercises. My job is to charge companies huge amounts of money for the training exercises you run. Your bonus last year...
I don't do it for the money.
Well, you should do it for the money. You need the money.
I don't need money. My needs are few.
You support 2 families, Bradley.
Not really. The kids are grown up. The youngest is about to leave university, finally. And after that she can
You're a soft touch. You know you are. You shower money on them.
Guilt money?
I didn't say that.
You implied it. You presume, Claire. You encroach. My private life is private.
I thought we were friends.
You thought wrong.
Very well. As your boss, I'm advising you dial it down, Bradley.
Or?
Sorry?
Dial it down or? Or else? Was there an or else? That seemed to be your implication.
Just dial it down.
I still await the or.
Don't go there, Bradley.
Dial it down or what? Or else what? Dial it down or you'll do what?
Stop provoking me.
But I enjoy provoking you. I'm dialing it up, in fact. I'm testing the limits of how insubordinate I can be before you sack my sorry ass.
I'm not sacking you, Bradley.
Why not?
Because I need you. You're our highest earning exercise writer. What's more,
now we come to it. There's a job.
There's a job. A major contract. Your name was specified.
What is it?
It's classified. You'll know in due course.
Cobra?
You'll know in due course.
Multi-agency national war game exercise, I'm guessing. Involving Cabinet Office and its Cobra Committee. The Army, possibly. And a select resilience training, a.k.a. private war game company, namely our good selves, Crisis Control. On a par with the pandemic exercise I ran for the government and the NHS with Alicia.
Climate change, a UK-wide exercise. The Thames Barrier bursts. Scotland becomes an island. Most of the tea shops in Cornwall are swept away by a tsunami. It's Noah's flood with knobs on.
I thought you weren't going to tell me.
Well, I did.
Okay.
Right then. What really happened today, Bradley? Was it necessary to push things that far?
Yes.
Why?
Because men like that are dangerous. Next time round, when there's a real crisis, he's not up to it. He's just not up to it.
Then I'll back you. If that copper persists in his complaint, I'll back you to the hilt.
He won't take it any further. He's made his point. That's all he needed to do. It means he's won. He won't be sacked from the force. But everyone will know. They'll know that that idiot is their weakest link. He panics under pressure. He blusters. He's the kind that covers up. Like they had after Hillsborough and after the G20 summit and after... Well, so many times. I've seen it so many times. The fear of admitting blame. That's our real enemy. People who blame others, who haven't got the courage to blame themselves, no matter how stupidly they've cocked up. The police can do without a man like that, I'm telling you, but failing that, at least they'll be a bit more wary of him. That's what I've achieved today.
You may be right, Bradley, but...
What?
Well, you're not, yourself, exactly, as it were, perfect.
I didn't say I was.
You can be pretty arrogant sometimes. Often, really. And you don't always accept blame for your mistakes.
What?
Sorry, but it's the truth. Look, Bradley, we've known each other a long time.
Are you reprimanding me, Mum? If so, Mum, could I know on what basis?
This is not the army. Don't be an arse.
Mum, yes, Mum.
Good night, Bradley.
Wait. Claire?
What?
What I said earlier.
Which bit of what you said earlier are you referring to?
Well, when I said you weren't my friend, I didn't mean to...
Good night, Bradley.
Damn.
When she's so close, be soft, be sweet, but be discreet. Don't go off your beat. She's too close.
You bastard. Oh no, I don't think so, my friend. It won't be that easy.
This is the 999 emergency call operator. Which service do you require?
Police, this is urgent.
I'm connecting you now, sir.
Emergency call service.
Yes, I require the services of the traffic police to deal with attempted vehicular homicide on the A600 south of Henlow. My name is Bradley Shoreham. You have my mobile number, thank you.
Can you provide further details of this incident, Bradley?
Yes. I'm being pursued by a vehicle. Range Rover, black, registration. I can't read the registration. Oh, damn. I'm a former army officer, and this is a clear attempt to murder me. Please notify armed police. I've been using my phone as a sat-nav in the last few days, so the GPS will be switched on. You can get a location.
Hello, Bradley. I'm so sorry. What? Are you trying to say something?
Sorry for what?
Well, I'm sorry that I see what you're getting at. Don't try and speak. Just nod if I'm right. You're asking, am I sorry for trying to kill you? Was that a nod? Okay.
Was it you? Did you order my assassination?
Bradley, please. What do you take me for?
Evil bitch.
You should rest. I'll pick up the bill for the best private specialists. I'll take care of it.
Go to hell.
There's someone to see you, Mr. Shoreham.
Is it my boss?
It's not Mrs. Patterson.
Oh, then it must be that skinny old woman wearing very expensive clothes.
Is that your mum, then? Well, if she's your mum, you should see her.
She's not my mum. Show her in. Is this a private room?
It's a private hospital. You were transferred here from Letchworth General.
Nothing but the best. Sit down, Alessandra. I dreamed about you, you know, when they first brought me in. I dreamed
Was
that
it a dream? I came the moment I... Well, this is a nice room.
It's a 5-star hotel room with an IV drip stand. You're doing?
That's of no importance. I need to talk to you. I'll have a glass of chilled water. Make sure it's filtered. And something for Mr. Shoreham?
This is not a hotel, ma'am.
Please, I'm parched. At my age, you know.
I'll get you water.
Why now?
Nice young man. Lovely skin. Taut backside. I do notice such things, you know. It's wasted, isn't it? Youth, I mean, on the young.
Why now? Why not sooner? Why not...
Have you spoken to the police?
Of course.
What did you tell them?
The truth. What happened? Make a vehicle, at size, Range Rover, black, stolen, it appears. The police found it at the scene, burned out. They must have had a backup. A second car, you see. Best hope of finding the attackers is with CCTV coverage from traffic cameras and petrol stations in the vicinity. But my guess is they would have disguised their appearance with beards, beanies, whatever. The perfect murder. Ram the car off the road in a country lane and inject the corpse with a dash of whiskey. That's what I surmise they would have done if I hadn't managed to get away.
Your airbags failed, I gather.
They were switched off. Someone accessed the vehicle and switched the airbags off.
But you survived.
I'm old school. I know how to survive a crash.
So how exactly did you thwart your attackers?
Well, I did a donut. Turned the car around, in other words. PDQ. I turned it on a sixpence, you might say. Then I rammed their vehicle head-on. Smash. I suffered some whiplash. Quite a bit, in fact, but they came off worse. What's more, their airbags inflated, trapping them in their vehicle. But my airbag failed, as I'd guessed it would, so I took a minute or so, composed myself. Then I drove away in reverse and flipped my car around at the junction. I drove to the nearest populated area, Hitchin, I think it was. At some point I blacked out at the wheel and hit a lamppost. Not fast, fortunately. Then the police were called and found me fast asleep at the wheel. 2 crashes in one evening.
And you think I'm to blame?
Are you?
I don't know.
You'll have to do better than that.
I didn't order it. But my fear is, Well, you know how it is. Thomas à Becket.
Will no one rid me of this turbulent priest?
I was very angry with you for the way you treated me.
For the way I treated you? For heaven's sake, Alessandra, we weren't lovers. I didn't mistreat you. What happened was that you abused my integrity, you lied to me and to your grandson, and drove him into a state of total despair, pushed him to the point of suicide and beyond.
I'm talking about the stories you leaked to the press.
That wasn't me.
Don't lie.
Well, all right, it was me. I gave the dossiers to an intermediary.
To Mark's girlfriend.
It was an intermediary, that's all I will say to you.
I know who it was. It was Mark's girlfriend, ex-girlfriend. Did you ever meet her? Ji Young, Korean-American.
We met on Skype. She did love him, actually.
Did she?
And she does a lot with Earth Red Alert. That's how she and Mark met. She's an activist, a tree sitter, monkey wrencher. It was Ji Young I spoke to, initially. She knew the people who knew what to do with all the information I gave them. But they're the ones who set up the Darknet site. They're the ones who've been leaking stories against you every month. They're the ones who've been tweeting your downfall. So don't blame Ji Young. Don't set your dogs on her. It was me. All the blame is mine. Ever since Mark died, I've been using proxies to blow the whistle on your vile attempt to make a dirty buck out of the greatest climatic catastrophe since that asteroid thing struck. I've been letting the world know what scum like you are up to in your attempts to short-sell the coming global apocalypse. All justifiable on my part, I would say. Ethically, I mean, in the circumstances.
You betrayed my trust in you, my personal confidences, and breached, by the way, no end of NDAs.
I gave you what you deserved, a bloody good corporate hiding.
Let's not rehash all that. The fact is, you made a lot of enemies. People who have invested in companies and projects based on your future trend scenarios now stand to make big losses. Tempers are running high.
Who, in particular?
I don't know. It's a complex web.
A nation, a spy agency, Russia, Eastern Europe, Africa, a multinational, a security company acting on behalf of any or all of the above.
I think it may be those land deals you see in Asia and Africa. They didn't stand up to the close scrutiny they were given after your disclosures. These are land deals that will yield vast returns if the crops in America and Europe fail, as you predicted they might. Certain promises were made which were reneged upon when the bad press hit. And, well, there were some rather dangerous local warlords involved in it all who were promised money, power, even guns in return for acquiring land. Guerrilla leaders, some of them gallant freedom fighters, but most of them, alas, mass murderers. Perhaps, on balance, they are the most likely instigators in this attempt on your life.
Name names.
I can't.
You mean you won't?
I mean, I won't, because if I give you the information, you'll use it against them, and next time...
You disgust me. Your hedge fund is bankrolling this. Don't deny it.
Well, some people are planning ahead. That's just human nature. If there are food shortages, well, these people will own arable land somewhere.
Private sector colonialism, in other words. Privately owned crops on privately owned land with privately owned water reserves, all on land that used to belong to the locals, who will one day find themselves to be squatters in their own homeland.
Well, how is that different to how the West was won?
I don't know. Perhaps it isn't. So you won't say who, knowing the likely consequences to me of that.
Are you all right?
Damn you, Alessandra.
Oh, Bradley.
So, what the hell are you doing here? Guilty conscience?
Hardly.
Just concerned, then. You're anxious about the well-being of your old friend.
You're not my friend.
I know I'm not. I'm bloody well not your friend.
If anything, I detest you. I hold you responsible for the death of my grandson. I blame you for the way you drove him.
Your grandson killed himself because he hated you. Because he hated what you stand for and for what you did. Because, well, how can anyone say he died, Alessandra?
Because of you.
No. What's the point of this? There's nothing between us. We've every reason to be enemies. We are, in fact, enemies.
Yes, you are my enemy.
And you are mine, especially if I may be so direct, since you tried to kill me.
No. Are you taping this? No, but when I heard...
Are those crocodile tears?
Am I crying?
Yes.
Oh, that's odd. Even when Mark died, I didn't.
It wasn't your fault, Alessandra. You are what you are. He was who he was. It wasn't...
Of course it was my bloody fault. I was a terrible... I was...
Are we finished here?
No.
Well, get out, please. I'm tired. I want to sleep.
I want to make amends.
Well, you can't. It's too late.
Not to you. To Mark.
Oh, yes? What are you proposing?
Come and work for me, Bradley.
What?
Have your old job back. Be my futurist.
Are you mad?
But this time we'll do it your way, Mark's way. No side bets, no short-selling the apocalypse, as you so colourfully put it. I'll create a genuine charitable trust. We'll do good deeds.
You can't buy your way into heaven, you know. God Almighty does not take bungs.
Oh, come now. Indulgences, relics, cathedrals, devoted to his glory.
Fair enough. I don't believe in God. Not anymore.
Nor me. I never did. So what do you say?
I say no, obviously. Categorically no.
Why not?
Why not? Look at me. Look at what you did to me, what your associates have done to me.
But that's why I want to protect you, bring you close to me.
No.
Please.
No.
You can't keep saying no. Give me a reason why no.
Because a leopard never changes its spots.
I'm not a leopard. I'm a tired, frightened old lady, and I want to spend the next 30 years of my life sleeping soundly with a clear conscience.
30 years?
I'm only 72.
You think you'll live to be more than 100?
Well, my mother did. I'm fit. That's not the point. What do you say, Bradley?
No.
You'll have a blank cheque?
No.
No interference? Your own office. You can handpick your staff.
No.
You can change the world.
No.
I can make your children financially secure, your grandchildren, your ex-wives. I know about your ex-wives.
That's private. Don't dabble. Private is private.
You can look after them, keep them safe, buy their affection, and that way you can make up for... No, forget I said that. That's not a good way to go. Come, work for me, Bradley. I'll do it right this time. What do you say?
No.
You mean yes?
I mean no. I mean yes. I would do it. I might do it. Another time, I might. If I were younger, I probably would, but not now. Well, look at me. I'm all smashed up. I haven't the stamina to...
You'll have an assistant.
You don't need me. Don't make this personal, Alessandra. Don't buy me off. Do your good deeds on your own. There are plenty of futurists out there. I'll give you a list of names. Some of them are protégés of mine. Some of them are better than me. Just to leave me in peace.
Please, Bradley. For me. Do it for me.
No.
In Hazard by Philip Palmer, Bradley Shoreham was played by Tim Woodward, Alessandra Pacetti by Sarah Kesselman, Claire Patterson by Christine Kavanagh, and Chief Superintendent Harry Douglas by David Hounslow. Katie Wilton was Jane Slavin and Alan Meyerson Stephen Critchlow. Other parts were played by Mark Edel Hunt, Sam Dale, Rhiannon Needs, Chris Pavlo, Jessica Turner and Alex Tregear. The director was Gemma Jenkins.
I gave up my job as a civilian wargamer to work for the richest woman in the world.
Come and work for me, Bradley. I want to save the world. I want to save the lives of starving children. I want to make the planet a better place.
Her grandson, Mark, came to work with us too. He was a radical activist and idealist.
You're a modern robber baron. You're everything that is rotten and stinking in today's society, but you're rich. And that's why I came to work for you. That's why Bradley's here.
It didn't end well. I told Mark some home truths about his grandmother and her business, and he
cracked under the pressure because of you. That's why he crashed his car. Not an accident. It was deliberate.
Alessandra betrayed me, and she betrayed Mark by using our analysis of potential global catastrophes to make money. She speculated heavily on derivatives and futures, drawing on our insights about which countries would suffer most from climate disasters and economic collapses. In other words, she was short-selling the apocalypse. And so I leaked her secrets to the press. I exposed her lies. But in the process, I made a lot of enemies. And eventually a decision was made by someone, I don't exactly know who, to kill me. And they very nearly succeeded.
Red and Blue, Alive by Philip Palmer, with Tim Woodward as Bradley Shoreham.
William Tate.
That's a bit formal.
The camera's rolling. William Tate, post-exercise briefing 3rd of July. For the flood mitigation exercise for the West Tyneside area. Lessons have been learned, and now they must be incorporated into the future strategy for flood defences in this region. So, Mr. Tate.
That weren't a flood, man. That were a bloody deluge. I expect a Noah to pop up with his ark and say, "Come on, lads, let's away out of here."
Is that a criticism?
It's more of a joke.
You think my scenario lacked credibility?
I think that's why you're paid the big bucks, man.
No, not so big. Not really.
Bradley Shoreham Limited? You must be raking it in.
To commence.
Aren't you?
To commence.
I heard a rumour, just a couple of days ago it was, you once turned down a massive job with Global Future Foundation, the charity like. The one that, what's her name, Perchetti set up, the one who tried to buy out Rupert Murdoch.
Alessandra Perchetti. She didn't try to buy out Murdoch. That was media speculation.
Oh, well, how would you know that, like?
I've worked for her. With her. Against her. We meet occasionally.
Oh, I couldn't believe it when I heard that. That you're in that league, connected with someone like Perchetti.
She's nothing special.
Ah, no, neither is the Queen. And she's a few bob short of what Perchetti is worth.
Not anymore. Most of Ms. Perchetti's fortune is, well, she's not as rich as she was.
So she offered you a job, like?
She did. I turned it down.
What, to come and work for us? A 2-bit private subcontractor working for the West Tyne Council?
Mr. Tate, I bid for the resilience contract. I got it. My first venture, as it happens, with my new company.
Well, no offence, Bradley, but you've made yourself unpopular up here, and that's a fact.
Did I?
With the people on the ground, I mean. With my men, my women.
I challenged them.
One poor girl was in tears.
Well, that happens from time to time. I generally pay tears no heed. Tears, Mr. Tate, don't contribute to getting the job done, in my experience.
She's only a kid, man.
And now she's not a kid. She's a woman. Coming of age, toughening up. That's what your people need to do.
The point is, it's not going to flood. Not the way you said it last week, not tidal waves. It won't happen.
3 years ago, this area was swamped. The River Tyne burst its banks. Newcastle Quayside had to be evacuated. 300 homes were evacuated in Teesside. A year before that, the same story. Thunder Thursday, I believe they called it up here. It's a pattern of extreme weather. Now, what grounds do you have for saying that it won't be even worse next time?
Well, it wouldn't. It couldn't. That's just common sense, man.
Oh, dear. So, in your opinion, Mr. Tate, which differs from mine, you think we should anticipate dealing with storms of approximately the same level of ferocity as we experienced the last few times, in 2013-14, 2012 and 2004. In your opinion, that's about as bad as it's liable to get.
I reckon so, yes.
So I've taught you nothing, then?
Nothing I was aware of.
All my briefing notes, my detailed scenarios, my offline injects... This whole flood exercise has been a complete...
Oh, waste of time. Well, not entirely. But the fact is, Bradley, I could have run an exercise like this with me eyes shut. It's not rocket science. I'm the man on the ground.
Now we're getting
I mean,
there.
I like you, Bradley. We've had some laughs, we've shared some bevies. But don't think you can come up here from London and teach us how to suck eggs. We don't need that.
Have it your way.
You good company, mind.
Well, thank you.
I can tell a good story.
I'll do my
or
best.
Bloody hell, you can hold your beer.
That's one of the many skills I learned and honed in the service of Her Majesty the Queen.
But you can be a bit cocky sometimes. A bit full of yourself, no offence. Oh, now I've pissed you off, haven't I?
Let's run through the remainder of this exercise debrief, then we can tick some boxes. Then you can go home to your wife and kids.
I don't have kids.
Oh, you do. You do. Not by your wife, though.
You cheeky bastard. How did... you been spying on me? That's appalling. That's unacceptable. That... Turn the camera off. How the hell did you...
I talk to people. They talk to me. That's the great thing about being able to hold your beer. After 7 or 8 pints, people tell you all their secrets and all their mates' secrets. And the next day they have no idea what they've said. It's all just a happy blur.
You've been pumping my mates. Getting dirt on me.
I think of it as useful background information.
Okay, so I've shagged around a bit. I'm a good-looking lad. It doesn't affect my ability to do the job. It doesn't...
I didn't say it did. Pull yourself together, William. Camera is back on. Day 1, talk me through it.
Well, my name is William Tate. I'm project engineer with Flood Prepared in Tyneside. That's a private company set up in the wake of the 2012 floods, tasked with flood alleviation in the West Tyne region. We've built dams and drainage tunnels, we've fitted non-return valves on pipes, we've installed anti-flood air bricks in hundreds of homes, we've spent near as damn it £260 million since we were set up. I'm recording this interview with Mr. Bradley Shoreham, the exercise writer for the flood mitigation exercise which concluded on Tuesday of last week.
This is not a police interview, William.
I just want to put the record straight.
I'm detecting it. I have an instinct for this kind of thing, you know. A certain amount of animosity towards me.
Aye. Well, you made me look daft in front of my people, didn't you? I thought we were mates. Spent 2 weeks together doing the planning. I thought we were sorted. But when it came to it...
Day 1.
Day 1 is day 5 of torrential rain in the Northumberland and County Durham areas, as well as in Scotland, Wales, Yorkshire, the Midlands and southern England. The equal of 2012-13 and 2013-14 floods. The Somerset levels is now a sea. 7 people have been killed by the storms in Devon and Cornwall. Tewkesbury once again has become an island. Our defences, however, were well able to cope.
Nearly a dozen houses got flooded.
Houses will get flooded. It's the way of it. With rain like this, you have to expect collateral damage.
Day 2.
And day 2 was nasty. A river burst its banks, a tributary of the Tyne that we'd previously dammed to prevent it from flooding the surrounding built-up areas. Well, something went wrong there. I attended the scene personally and took charge of the rescue operation. That was a long day, but lessons were learned. I enjoyed day 2.
Day 3?
On day 3, you and I had a bit of a barney.
We did.
Which was swiftly resolved. At that point, I was called away on urgent other business, and I was unable to participate in the remainder of the exercise.
Liar.
What?
You're a liar. There was no other business. I phoned your personal assistant and asked her. You just got fed up, so you buggered off.
No, not so. Absolutely not. I had urgent and unexpected other business to attend to.
That's your official answer, is it?
Yes.
Right. Tell me more about day 3.
On day 3 we got the big storms. The monsoon, the tidal wave coming up the estuary, and then the bloody tornado. We don't get tornadoes in Tyneside.
In the American Midwest...
We don't get tornadoes in Tyneside.
Yes, but you see,
We don't get tornadoes in Tyneside.
Well, perhaps not, but it's allowable. Because according to the scenario I drafted, this is all happening very slightly in the future.
In the future.
And according to this extrapolation, things have got very much worse. A tipping point has been reached. The Greenland and North Antarctic ice sheets are melting at an alarming rate. Boreal forests are experiencing dieback. The The oceans are becoming synchronized. Weather patterns all around the world have been thrown out of kilter. The Arctic vortex has collapsed. In such a scenario, it's possible
and we won't get tornadoes in Tyneside. I've looked it up. Your scenario's absurd. If the ice caps melt, we won't be getting tornadoes. Not in Tyneside.
It doesn't matter. I wrote what I wrote. Hence, that's what happened. You should have been aware...
What? I'm not allowed to argue back?
No, you are not. Your job was to deal with the events as they unfolded, as I scripted them. And what happened is that a family of angry tornadoes hit Tyneside like the wrath of God descending. Hundreds of homes were swept away. Cows and sheep and small children flew up in the air as if they were in Kansas en route to Oz. The entire county was reduced to a state of panic. But instead of coping with this appalling crisis, instead of dealing with it, you walked out. You abandoned the exercise.
I had to leave on unexpected, urgent other business.
Leaving your number 2 in charge.
Aye, that's right.
That would be Tricia Nelson?
Well, in theory, she's not technically number 2.
But she took charge.
Well, I suppose she did.
To what effect?
What?
Was she any good at her job?
How should I know? I wasn't there on that last day.
She was thrown in at the deep end. She's never had any crisis management training. She's only been in the job 18 months. She's 24 years old. How did she come to be your number 2?
I rely on her advice a lot.
What's your relationship with Trish?
What?
Look, I'm turning the camera off again. Let's keep this informal. What's your relationship with Trish?
She's my employee.
Is that all?
She's a friend.
Is that all?
Okay, I'm shagging her, all right? Is that a crime?
Not even in the army is that a crime.
Well, so there you go, then.
That is frowned upon. Forming a sexual liaison with a junior officer.
I'm not in the bloody army, right? We work for a company that makes and fits flood drains.
No. You're project engineer for the company that is responsible for crisis flood management as part of multi-agency role in conjunction with me.
How did you find out I was shagging her?
Body language.
Body language?
Yes. Whenever you're within 5 feet of Trish, your body says, "Hey, look at me, I've had this bird. I've nailed this piece of top totty. What a player I am." Body language. I can read it easier than a Kindle.
I thought I was discreet.
I'll be writing a formal report outlining the strengths and the weaknesses in your systems, focusing on your underdeveloped managerial strategies, your poor grasp of administrative hierarchies, and your tendency to go off-piste whenever you feel like it.
Yeah. So you shafted me then?
I didn't say that.
And I thought we were mates.
No, you didn't, Billy boy. You bloody liar. Don't for a second think that... Oh, for pity's... Just because we had a few pints together, just because we told each other some funny stories, that doesn't make us mates.
It does in my book.
Look, you're a charming man. A good-looking man. And let's face it, Billy, exceptionally sexy. You've got it. Whatever it is, you've got it.
Easy now. I don't swing that way.
If I were a homosexual, Billy, which I'm not, but if I were, I certainly would not be swinging your way.
Hey, man, you're not allowed to say homosexual. There's a black mark there, Bradley. You have to say gay or LGBT.
You're missing the point.
Well, I could report you for that. Homophobic language.
Oh, don't be such an arsehole,
Well,
Billy.
swearing, that's not allowed either. That could be construed...
Shut up, Billy.
I'm just telling you the rules and regulations. We have to watch our language.
Box ticking. The bane of my life. It's not the words, it's what you mean by the words. We're getting off the point, Billy. The point is, you're better than this.
Than what?
You're smart. You're resourceful. You're physically brave. I've heard no end of stories about what a hero you were in the 2012 floods. You were there in the canoe, rescuing householders day in, day out, working 18-hour shifts. No, I can respect a man like that.
Well, you have to do it, don't you? They were old ladies trapped. Families who'd lost everything.
I agree. You're a man to have by one side in a crisis. But you do yourself no favours with all the bullshit. The we're best mates so you can't ever tell me off crap. And as for what you did on that last day, throwing a wobbly in the middle of the exercise, and that was downright stupid.
Look, Bradley...
Be quiet. Even so, despite everything I've just said, you did a good job until that last day. You're a capable leader. You're decisive. You're able to delegate and you have a flair for reading people. You're cheerful. People like a cheerful man. It inspires them. It gives them hope. Now, that's the upside of your blasted charm. And when I write my report, it will be largely positive about your managerial skills and your potential to go further in this organisation.
Good man. I knew you'd see sense.
And I shall be doing all this not because you're charming or good-looking, or because we had a couple of pints together, but because you're talented. Underneath all the Jack-the-Lad bravado.
Don't mention me and Trish, like, 'cause that would go down badly with the big bosses. They don't know what it's like, eh? For men like us. We can't help ourselves sometimes.
Yes. And in particular, I shall be commending Trish Nelson for handling an unexpected crisis in an exceptionally calm and capable way.
What?
She did a fabulous job on day 3 when you were gone. She dealt with an escalating disaster with resourcefulness and unflappability. It's true, you aren't very likely to get tornadoes in Tyneside, which is why you were so unprepared for that scenario. No crib sheet, that's the test, and you failed it. When the tornadoes hit, you panicked. I saw it in your eyes. So you faked a piece of urgent other business and sloped off, forgetting to appoint someone in charge. And that really was the acid test. Who steps up to the mark when the boss isn't there?
She was in tears, man. I heard all about it.
A family of 4 were killed by the tornado. I wrote briefing papers on each of them. When she read the briefing notes, Trish cried. That's how much she was into the role. I told her brusquely in my best parade ground manner to pull herself together and to do a bloody job, and she cried a bit more. Then, don't you know, she pulled herself together and she did her bloody job. I didn't hold it against her, and she didn't hold it against me.
She's got something, that girl.
She has. She knows how to keep her head in a crisis.
Feeling like a bit of a prat here.
It's called stress testing. It's what I do. I put people under pressure to see how they handle it. Sometimes they don't. They fall to pieces. They fail. But it doesn't matter. Because it's only an exercise. You learn as much from knowing that you're capable of failing as you do from finding out you're up to the job. And it toughens people. It makes them ready. Because next time, it may be the real thing.
Yeah, but tornadoes.
We do, in fact, get tornadoes in Britain. Not often, but it's not unknown.
Yeah, but these buggers you sent us were giant twisters. Not little British tornadoes. They went all the way up to the sky.
It's not the particular nature of the jeopardy that matters. It's how you deal with it that counts.
Yeah, I get that. I'm not stupid, you know. I've mucked this entire bloody exercise up, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
I'd like another go. Make it right. Is that allowed?
Yes. Okay.
What?
I said okay. I'm planning to repeat this exercise in Scotland and in Ireland, and with a bit of luck in Bangladesh. I need good people with me to help me run my training exercises.
Bangladesh? You kidding me?
Climate change, Billy, it is happening. That's not in doubt anymore. The world's financial markets are already speculating and hedging on how and when the climate disasters will happen. They're figuring out how to make money out of it, and that's how you can be sure it's real. Big companies are investing in alt-tech. Climate change adaptations are being developed. Crazy ideas like painting the Andes white, mirrors in space, fertilizing the oceans with iron, seeding clouds with silver. What's that word? Silver something. Silver iodide? Is that a word? Well, it's transforming the weather anyway, to save the world, but that's not my patch. I'm all about adaptation and survival, disaster management. My role is now to...
What?
I said my role is now to... I left my job, you see. I set up this new company. I was offered a chance to... Well, I'm now in the business. Alessandra Pachetti, she tried to headhunt me, but I turned her down the pitch. She...
Are you okay, man? You don't look too canny.
No,
Your face.
I decided to...
Half your face has gone slack. I know what that means.
Let's continue with the debrief.
Bugger the debrief. I'm getting you to hospital.
What? No, what? Don't be so stupid. Put that phone down, Billy.
Yeah, ambulance, please.
No, I'm going nowhere. Call them back.
Medical emergency. Council officers West Tyne. Ask for Billy Tate. Thank you.
You... What gives you the right?
Shut up, man. You're having a stroke. Now sit back down. Let me deal with this.
This can't be happening, not to me. It can't be.
Shh. It's happening, Bradley.
No, I'll drive home. I'll have a kip.
No, you won't. Walk anywhere near that door and I'll knock you down.
But I...
Deal with it, Bradley. Don't deny it. Deal with it.
Yes. Sorry. Until I've been shot. I feel so helpless.
You were actually shot, weren't you?
That's why the arm. Shot in the arm.
Hello, stranger.
Ah, you.
It's not much of a welcome.
Well, you're not much of a guest. How did you find me? Stupid question. You're a media mogul. You have security firms on your corporate payroll. Where's your limo?
I came by taxi.
Alone?
2 close protection officers, rather charming. They're besotted with me, I'm sure of that. They're not far away.
I suppose I should offer you a cup of tea?
Oh, that's nice. That thing, that, bush. Fuchsia? Oh, and the ivy. I like that.
Turns a russet colour in the autumn. The colour of blood. But it gives the cottage a spectacular appearance.
Impressive.
The previous owners put a lot of work into this. Classic countryside cottage garden. Wisteria, hollyhocks. Works. Marvellous, don't you think? I just inherited it.
Where did the previous owners go?
Well, they died. He died, then she died. That's the way of it. That's how these idyllic cottages come on the marketplace. People retire, spend 10 years getting the garden just so. And then when it is just so, just the way they want it, they keel over and die.
You look...
What?
Not ill.
I'm not ill. Right as rain. Minor stroke, they caught it in time, small amount of paralysis. I have a limp now and a stick. And this arm is useless, but then this arm was always pretty useless. Got off lightly there, lucky break.
I'm so sorry, Bradley.
Don't pity me, you old crone. Oh. I had a touch of ill health, but I'm fit as a fiddle for a man my age.
But you're retired now?
Yes. Yes, I'm retired now.
I'm so very sorry.
So you should be. This is what you did to me.
I do blame myself.
A shadow of my former self. A broken man. Damn those roses.
Oh, calm down.
Damn them.
You're red in the face. You're going to give yourself another...
Did you see what I did there? One blow with my stick, and the rose head goes flying.
Stop it. Stop it.
National Health, foldable walking stick. In the right hands, it's as dangerous as an infantryman's bayonet.
Are you threatening me, Bradley?
Do you feel threatened?
Yes. You're implying that you could kill me, am I right? With a single blow to the head with your walking stick?
Ah, now that's an idea.
Oh, do you hate me so much? Oh, Bradley, do you really hate me so much?
Less of the implausible tears, you old monster.
And less of the phony rage, you manipulative bastard.
Death touched me on the shoulder, Alessandra. That changes a man. Death touched me. The battle's not over yet.
Are you going to invite me in?
Very well.
What a lovely room.
You hate it, don't you?
Yes. Makes me feel claustrophobic, those low beams.
You prefer plate glass windows.
I'd prefer a taller room, a less cluttered room, something with a bit more breathing space.
No doubt you have shoe cupboards that are larger than my entire living room.
I do.
Lord help us. Milk?
No, thank you.
Cake?
Thank you, I don't. You must wonder why I keep pestering you?
Does seem a little odd, I must concede.
That document you wrote with my grandson Mark, it haunts me.
Mark and I said nothing new. Some graphs, the threat from ISIS, the potential for another banking crisis, the weather. These are all bog-standard futurist analysis.
Yes, but you wrote it all with such vigour.
Vigour?
You're an optimist. Whenever you identify a problem, you seek for a solution.
Well, that's the soldier in me. We're very task-driven.
See, my other people, they're also cautious. They come across as swamped by events, fearful, intimidated by the sheer complexity of it all.
Well, I'm not an optimist, really. The fact that I identify solutions to all the problems of the world doesn't mean that those solutions will be implemented. That's the human factor for you.
Even global warming, that doesn't...
No. It's fixable. Societal changes, new forms of energy, carbon capture. That's your solution right there, but it's expensive, you see. All the things we need to do are so very expensive. You'd have to alter the way we do things, the way our entire economies work. You need a new model for capitalism, a new paradigm. But first, you have to confront the problem, not deny it.
I'm an optimist, even if you aren't. I think the world will be a better place eventually.
You're an optimist because you're rich. Very rich, indeed. So rich it's obscene. Doesn't that give you pause?
I'm a philanthropist. Most of the money I make these days I give to charity.
You're a predator with a conscience.
I'm trying to change the world.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Listen, what are you doing here, Alessandra? It's like having Warren Buffett call round for tea. It's bizarre. And well, considering what you did to me.
Ah, you're still sulking about that.
You tried to have me murdered.
I did not.
You told a bunch of rich, evil bastards that I was the one who lost them their money. And they hired assassins to run me off the road. I could have been killed, Alessandra. I was very nearly killed.
But you weren't.
No, thanks to you.
No, you used your high-speed pursuit skills to execute a brilliant getaway. And when that didn't work, you spun the car around and rammed them masterly.
It was, I suppose, an interesting chapter in my life. An exciting hour and a half when I thought I was going to be slain. That rush of blood to the head brings back memories of... No, I moved on now. My fighting days are over.
Did it cause the stroke?
What?
The accident. The collision. Did it cause the stroke?
That's hard to say.
What do you think?
I had concussion. Mild, but... all concussions are a form of subdural bleeding in the brain. It can't have helped. It's not like the movies where you crash a car and walk away and get the girl. Bad stuff has consequences.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't give me your pity.
Oh, I feel in some way responsible.
You are responsible. That's what I just told you. You're not a philanthropist, you're an evil, murdering monster.
Oh, now you're flirting with me. It's been so long. You can't retire, Bradley. That's just absurd.
More tea, dear.
Don't change the subject.
And a slice of coffee cake. Are you sure I can't tempt you? It's homemade. Which means I bought it myself at a farm shop. With actual cows in the field next to the entrance. The smell of manure so strong it overpowered the reek of the excessively pungent cheeses. You can take the boy out of the city and so on.
There's so much you could achieve, that we could achieve together.
Oh, here we go again.
Why do you keep pushing me away?
Tell me about your husband. Tell me about Oscar.
I'll take some of the coffee cake.
Is that the first cake you've eaten since...
Since Oscar died. Yes. He loved cake. How much do you know about me, Bradley?
We've been through this. Your life is public record.
I was a hot-headed idealist.
So was he.
And so was he. We met at the LSE at a student demonstration. He was bleeding. A copper had hit him in the face with a truncheon. I find that very sexy. Then we moved in together and got married and planned how we'd take over the world. He'd write the books and I'd do something very worthy and morally wonderful. It was never my intention to take over the family business. But somehow I did. Then Oscar died. Heart attack. He did drink rather too much. Maybe that had something to do with it. But at least he enjoyed his life when he had it. And so I became a single mother, and I did my best. I did love my son. I did love David, I really did. But work became, well, it was so exciting. That rush of blood to the head, is that what you said? Bastard capitalists feel that too. Perhaps that meant I wasn't a very good mother. But I did my best, and meanwhile I became rich, very rich. David's death, his suicide, it had nothing to do with my business. It wasn't a protest vote. He just killed himself. He was so angry sometimes, that was the truth of it, out of control. I didn't blame him, of course, he wasn't well. But sometimes...
Did he attack you ever? Hurt you?
Who, Mark?
David. We're talking about your son, David.
I know we were.
You misspoke. You said Mark, your grandson, when you meant David, your son.
No, I didn't.
What are you saying? That Mark beat you up? Your grandson, Mark, beat you up?
Yes, he did. Often. As a child, I mean. When his father died, you see, Mark came to live with me for a while. His mother couldn't cope, and Mark was devastated. And he was only a boy. He couldn't come to terms with it all. And he ran amok. He blamed me for making Daddy so sad. He used to swear at me, empty his excrete on my bed. And then he used to beat me. He'd punch me, or he'd knock me off my feet and spit on me. I'm a tiny thing, and he was a brawny 10-year-old. It was embarrassing, to be honest. No, humiliating. Once I fought back, and he almost killed me. That's when I became reclusive. And that's why I had him sent away back to his mother. She didn't want him, but I paid her off. That's why I abandoned my grandson. That's the real truth of it. Not guilt. Not guilt about David. I felt no guilt about my son David. You have no idea what it's like when someone in a family commits suicide.
No.
And it's happened to me twice. My son, my grandson. Can you imagine how that feels?
Alessandra,
You've never felt that way?
No. I felt down, of course, from time to time. Depressed. Blue, as we used to call it.
But never...
Not really, no.
Nor me. That's why it's so hard to understand. To forgive. Mark grew up into a fine young man. I gave him everything he wanted. I gave him you, the charity, the vision of the future.
While simultaneously scheming to make a fortune from the end of the world as we know it.
I was hedging bets. We all do it. We hedge bets.
You can't hedge love.
Can you not?
You cannot.
Perhaps that's where I went wrong. Perhaps it really was my fault. Perhaps I drove my grandson to commit suicide because of my own foolish greed. Perhaps I have committed the worst crime a woman can. But then again, Perhaps not.
Why are you here?
You won't come and work for me.
We've been through this. No.
So what then? You'll tend your roses, buy your bread in the farm shop with the smell of manure in your nostrils? Is that really all that's left for you?
I'm a sick man.
You don't look sick.
I don't feel sick either, but I have to pace myself these days. A 5-day week. No more than 8 hours a day. Saturday and Sunday to rest and sleep. That works for me. I can no longer sustain my previous regime. I run less too. 5 miles a day maximum.
Really?
What?
You really run 5 miles a day?
Yes. Well, sometimes. Perhaps it's more of a walking pace at present, but I manage. I tick along nicely, thank you very much.
Tick along at what? You can't just... You need a purpose, Bradley. I know you. You need a mission. You have one, don't you?
Yes.
What?
War games, of course. Live role-playing resilience exercises to stress test the people who will most need to, one day, be able to cope. The next one is in Bangladesh. I'm negotiating a contract with the government there. I've got a young Geordie lad who'll be helping me out. I have very high hopes for him.
Why Bangladesh?
Did you not read the reports that Mark and I wrote for you? Bangladesh is vulnerable. It's one of the countries that will be flooded first when the world's climate reaches tipping point. 1/5 of an entire nation will sink beneath the waves. Migrants will flee towards neighbouring India, attempting to climb over the fence that is already being built, put there specifically to keep them trapped in their watery grave, being shot at by border guards. Civil war will be an imminent risk. So I'm going out there to run a series of low-level exercises, like I did in Tyneside, dealing with people on the ground. I'll stress test them and I'll prepare them for the worst. That's my next job.
Sounds great. I'll fund you.
I don't want your money. I'm a businessman now. Pity money is of no use to me. I want serious investment from serious people.
I'll fund you anyway. I'll find a proxy and slip money into your bank account whether you want me to or not. Oh, please, will you let me finance your dream? It's something I have to do, Bradley, to make it up to you for what they... for what...
Oh, well, okay. If you insist. Here. These are my bank details. You can gift aid it if you wish. There's a box at the bottom to tick.
You bastard.
Of course I want your money. This whole venture is a blueprint stage. How else do you think I'd make it work?
You knew I'd come looking for you.
Yes, I knew. I knew you'd offer me money. You're so transparent. I can wrap you round my little finger.
Oh, you're the only person in the world who mocks me like this.
Since Oscar. Oscar used to tease you like this, didn't he? He'd never let you get above yourself.
Yes. Oscar loved to tease. And sometimes he could be harsh, though never cruel, never that. But that was a long time ago.
Well, that's my point. Ever since then, you've been indulged and fawned upon by gutless men who fear you even more than they desire you. I mean, no wonder you're such a sour-faced stick insect of a woman.
Oh, observe that rapier wit.
There is one other thing you could do for me.
What?
One of the things I do, one of the tricks I like to play, is to bring in outsiders to play roles in my large-scale war game exercises. I did it in my Greater Kurdistan exercise, and I did it with Dr. Alicia Hoffman when we role-played a pandemic in the north of England. It's a technique that works astonishingly well. It adds a critical spark of uncertainty, the grit that makes the oyster.
You want me to work for you?
I want you to play the role of a rapacious, heartless, mega-rich capitalist. No acting required.
You've got a nerve. People don't employ me. You're asking me... You seriously think that I...
It means you'll meet the real Bangladeshi people who are facing an apocalypse that they cannot escape. The Bangladeshi people who will lose their homes and their lives when we miserably fail to achieve a zero carbon emission over the next decade. I mean, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands will die. The streets will become teeming rivers. And the doctors, the nurses, politicians, the police officers, the flood control volunteers will be expected to achieve feats of heroism on a daily basis. And that will come to pass, not today, but alarmingly soon. And your job is to help me to help them to cope.
Oh, I see. And will you pay me for this?
What? Alicia took no fee. Then I can pay you. But it won't be your usual daily rate.
My usual daily rate would fund the entire Bangladeshi health service.
But you'll do it?
Yes, I'll do it.
Why?
I said I'll do it.
But I want to know why. Why are you really here, Sandra? Why are you agreeing to this ridiculous suggestion of mine?
You know why.
Because you need a friend.
Oh, if I needed a friend, I could do much better than you.
What then?
You annoy me, Bradley. You're patronising and scornful and rude, and you mock my accomplishments, and you dredge up all my pain and trauma, and you laugh at it all in front of me. You belittle my grief. You torment me. In short, you piss me off more than anyone or anything else in the world. I really wish
Alessandra,
you don't interrupt. Let me... You see, you always interrupt. No one else ever interrupts me, ever. You make me so angry sometimes. You make me resentful. You make me guilty. You make me ashamed. You make me... lots of things.
I'm sorry, but I don't think I follow your logic, dear girl. Do get to the point.
I'm 73 years old, and I'm richer than any woman has ever been, by some tallies. And I'm old. I'm an old woman, and I intend to become very much older. And so I need annoying people like you around me, setting me ridiculous, impossible, infuriating challenges, because that way I feel alive.
In Alive by Philip Palmer, Bradley Shoreham was played by Tim Woodward, Alessandra Pacetti by Sarah Kesselman, and Billy Tate by Neil Granger. The director was Gemma Jenkins.